when we come out of this whole situation to be better, stronger, wiser. Hey, it's Jay Grant, and I'm out here in what I like to call the dynamic room. It's not an actual room in the house, but it's the best room of the house. So on this Easter weekend, I am thankful for Jesus Christ and what He did, died on the cross for all of our sins and rose again. But even if you don't celebrate Easter, this is a great time to look at rebirth, a rebirth of who you are. We all need a rebirth. And what better time than during this coronavirus unfortunate season than to reflect. Many of us are under stay-at-home orders, and we may have more time to think about so many things. So firstly, I'm thinking about, who am I? What are my values? During the course of my life, things have just been moving so fast that I don't get the opportunity to reflect. So why do I do what I do? All of the things that I have, do I really need them? And just trying to be more of myself. I have so much more reflection time. Where do I get the food that I eat? And this is a big one right now. So many people, including myself and my family, are having a difficult time getting the food we would normally get from local grocery stores. So are there food items that I can grow myself? Now, even, I'm fortunate right now that we have a house, we have a yard, and we have multiple gardens in this yard. But even before this, we lived in an apartment. Even then, we had a little stairwell where I was growing herbs and growing tomatoes, got a little bit of sunlight that came in there. But I want to take a quick break right now, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm growing in my garden. Why don't you follow me? I'm standing here in one of my gardens. It's mostly greens this year. Sometimes I do tomatoes, but I'm just testing this out. Take a look. This is just a simple garden. I've got right here some spinach, some romaine lettuce, and some collard greens, and again spinach, romaine, collards, and I just do that in a pattern right here. Got some herbs here. It looks like I've got some lavender, more of the greens here. I just threw some carrots down in here. You can't see them; they haven't come up yet. But just a lot of rows of greens. These right here are little white potatoes that are coming up. I've got those under the ground. More. These ones came up from last year. I didn't realize I missed some. We've got oregano here. Love the smell of oregano and the taste. And I don't get too worried about this. These are of course dandelions growing. I actually mix some of these wild dandelion leaves into salad. It's really good and healthy for you. And again, some more rows of greens, lettuce. And these only cost, we got some big ones. These were some greens for last year. I'm actually going to pull those up tonight. But all of these greens only cost me a few dollars. And this will, once they're mature, this will be salad for months. All right, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the garden there. And again, if you have even the smallest space, I encourage you to think about using that space to grow some food that you can use for you and your family. Another thing I'm thinking of right now is, where do I work? With these stay-at-home orders, many of us have had the opportunity, including myself, to work from home. Now I know that many are still out and about and working at a physical work site. So blessings to you and stay safe. But for those who are at home, you're thinking about, and you should be thinking about, what is my commute time normally? For me, it was normally half an hour with no traffic. With traffic, it could be an hour plus. So I'm thinking about, where do I physically work, and in turn should also be thinking about where do I physically live. And on top of that, is the place that I work a place that supports my values? Where I work, it's definitely a place that shares the values that I do. It's a department dealing with housing and community development, looking at economic development, helping communities. That is a value set that I share. But maybe you're working for someone that that has some maybe some malignant practices with child labor, or maybe there are some other things going on that don't really sit well with you. This is a good time to reflect on those types of things. What information do I let in my mind? So often we're letting in gossip, or we're causing gossip. It's a good time to think about, I don't really want that coming into my mind. Letting in so much negativity from TV, from social media. I love social media, but sometimes we need to pull back from it if all we're doing is scrolling down and looking at every single thing which people are posting. Some of it's probably really good information, but if we're looking at everything, I guarantee you it's not all good. So let's reflect on all of those things and bring in less that is distracting from our value sets. This is a good time to think about, what is my disposition? Do I wake up angry? Am I constantly disturbed by other people? I want to be someone who is at peace in whatever situation that I find myself in. So, reflect on your disposition, reflect on your demeanor and how you're reacting to others. And in this time where many of us are staying at home for much longer than we normally would, it's a good time to find ways to be at peace. I always like to talk about meditation, prayer. Yoga is a good thing. Being in nature. I love being outside. That's why I do, I want to say most of my videos, but so far all of my videos outside. I just love being out here. Where do I spend my money? Let's reflect on that. I know, again, a lot of folks are having hard time spending money when it comes to grocery stores right now. But not only reflecting on, are the grocery stores that I'm supporting, are they buying locally? Are they buying from growers who are growing responsibly? When we look at where we put our money in terms of entertainment, are these entertainment companies and actors and other professionals, do they support our values? That's a tough one, but the deeper you get into that self-reflection, you can start walking down that path. And lastly, what relationships do I have? I've been reflecting upon, are the relationships serving me well? This can be anything from your very close relationships, even family members, to co-workers, to friends that you see all the time, and friends you don't see that often. Hopefully, as we go along our life journey, we are gaining friends who we are helping and who are helping us. There may be some friends who are less helpful or actually pulling you down. You may have to make some tough decisions about spending less time with them, or in some cases spending no time with them. Those are tough decisions. I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm not helping you make that decision. But again, these times right now with the coronavirus stay-at-home orders really give us an opportunity to self-reflect, to look inside, and when we come out of this whole situation, to be better, stronger, wiser, and know who we are, and be able to be more of service to those around us, more at service to ourselves, and in turn, I think everything and everyone will be better off by that. This is Jay Grant. I hope this has been really helpful for you. Stay safe. Hope you can stay healthy. And until I see you the next time, stay focused.